The banks that have been around for a while, they've got core systems that are literally 3 decades, 4 decades old. And the way these core systems have evolved is that capability after capability have just been piled onto that core system. So it's become way more than what we would expect a core banking platform to be. And we're seeing this move, this shift in direction in the industry where we want to modernize the core systems, we want to hollow out the core systems, we want the core to go back to being a thin ledger. And as we go down this path of making the core a thin ledger and we hollow out the key capabilities, we're seeing the need to stitch together best of breed capabilities. So products, for example, CRM, a product that's best of breed in CRM, MarTech, a product that's best of breed in MarTech, product management, product that's best of breed in product management. We're seeing the need to stitch these together to create that next evolution of the bank, the future of the bank. And to be able to stitch these capabilities, these products together, you need a standard. And that's where BIAN comes in. If all of these capabilities, these providers support the BIAN standard, the same language, the same interfaces, the same integration, it eases the modernization journey by being able to stitch together these best of breed capabilities to form that future of the bank. The tangible benefits are, first of all, a common vocabulary. We underplay this so much, but having a common vocabulary that you can use within your own organization, from the folks that are building the digital experience, whether it's the mobile app or the online banking app, to the folks that are working on the integration, to the folks that are working down at the system API level with the core systems, having a common language simplifies things significantly in terms of time and effort needed to get to end of job in doing a particular piece of modernization. The second part is it mitigates risk. So if I decide to go with a particular vendor, if I'm using BIAN aligned interfaces, the vendor is following the BIAN aligned interfaces, I can swap out for another vendor that's also using a BIAN aligned interfaces. It mitigates the risk on the bank side to be able to pick best of breed and swap out if and when needed. I am optimistic, but I think that the banks need to not try to build things themselves because the reason you leverage a product, a SaaS product, for example, Zafin, for example, that's very focused on product management and pricing, is that we do that for many banks across the globe. We've seen all the possible use cases, all sorts of different regional type of issues and concerns. And we've built a platform that has features and capabilities that you won't find a bank coming with a new feature or capability that we don't typically support, right? So because this is what we do, this is what we specialize in, all of our R&D and efforts are in this one particular space, it's very difficult for a bank that's got so many things going on to actually focus on the one space and make it great. So I think the banks need to not focus on trying to build things themselves, but leverage best of breed capabilities that are out there and leverage those that support the BIAN standard.